No, I've just realised I've been on mute. Damn, I've been on mute all this time. Oh no. I've been on mute then for about 2 minutes. Nearly 3 minutes I've been on mute. That is bad, right? That is seriously bad. I was on mute. Well, I'm not on mute now. Damn. That's not good, is it? Thank you, Pickstar, for letting me know. That's why I need you guys here. Do you know that? Hey, Bazit. How you doing? Go on, ask your question. That's why I need you guys all here, because without you, I didn't realise I was on mute. How bad is that? Right? That is very, very bad. Right, let's just go back a step. Did I have a product on here? Promotion. Let's delete that, because we're not going to have a promotion field. I'm going to add in a new product. So what I was saying is a client whose directory website we built last week, which was a restaurant, they now want to add in a product. And I've said, let me do it, because we'll do it in a slightly different way as to, rather than having a shop, you'll just have a single product, because that's the only product you're selling. So and we're going to make it easy to find and for them to purchase rather than go to a shop page. Directories have packages. If you have packages and products on a shop page, it can get very confusing over what are you purchasing and what are you doing. So I've said to him, we'll just have a single product, because it is just one product. So I'm going to build that for him really, really quickly. Sponsor a restaurant review, something like that. Would you like to sponsor? We'll eat there. What is expected from you? Starting price. Price can be negotiated. I'm going to take that out, though. I don't think that's very interesting. Price can be residents pay for the car. So I'm just going to add in a link here. Please contact if required. We'll put in a URL here. Let's go for contact like that. Ka-ching. There you go. Yeah. So just looking at the questions. Yeah, Basit. What's your question? Basit. Basit, Ali? Basit? Well, maybe it's a silent B. It's acid. Go on, Basit. Tell us what you want. Do you know what? Right now, me and Pigstar are like this. We're waiting to know what you want to ask. We'll call this promotion. No, not promotion. We'll add a new category and we'll call this sponsor. We'll have sponsor as the category. I can't even... Do you know what? I can't spell. I'm having a problem with spell. Hey, Ali, how are you? I'm just adding in a product for a client, by the way. Just adding in a product in a slightly different way. Let me just break the link for this. Sorry. Just got to... I'm not sure why he's written it like this. Let me just quickly put this link in and then I'll double check the questions. Can you tell me the name of any plugin for, right, let's just put this question on the thing. Elementor Form. Elementor Form has it. So Elementor Form has an upload. I have to submit the well, yeah, it's Elementor Form. Are you so Basic, what page builder are you using? Because in Elementor Form, if you're using Elementor Pro, Elementor Form, you have an upload functionality there, so they can upload images, WordPress, Word files, PDFs, whatever they want. Hey, Andrew. So you can do all of that in Elementor Form. I've just realised my image is like a little bit hidden over there. Let me just increase the size. Here we go. So that's all in Elementor Form, and you can attach a file, and the admin will get notified. So what are you using at the moment, Basic? Hey, George. Hey, Andrew. Said hi to Andrew already. Hey, George. So Basic, what are you using for your? I mean, Elementor Pro Form does that. Or you could use Forminator. What are you using at the moment, Basic, for your page builder? What are you using? If you say Visual Composer, you're in trouble. But what are you using? Hey. What are you using? What have you got for us, babe? Right, so you're using Elementor. Have you got Elementor Pro? Have you got Elementor Pro? Are you using Elementor Pro? This is a client's website, by the way, okay? So these images you see here, please don't start slam dunk kicking my ass, okay? This is like a client's website, all right? So don't give me the grief, all right? Trying to find a good image. Tell you what, let's use one of the images I gave him just to help him out a little bit, because I think like let's go with that. Let's go with that as an image. Right, let's just publish that. Yep, Andrew, absolutely right. So if you've got Elementor Pro Basic, everything we've just said you can do in there. So you can upload a form, you can upload as many forms as you want, you can have multiple forms, you can have separate fields even, maybe upload images as a separate field, maybe upload logo as a separate field, upload image, Word, PDF, whatever you want. And then the admin will get notified. How long have you been using Elementor Pro? And how long have you been using? So, right, okay, so basics. This is where I have to now clarify, okay, you didn't say that in your question. So now you're saying client portal. This is what I call scope creep. This is like basically what a client does. I want this. And then they go, oh, now I want a client portal. So you want a client portal. Well, that now, I would recommend you go and Google it. Go and Google WordPress client portal and look for, narrow your results down into maybe like if I go over here and I start typing in WordPress client portal plugin, right? Okay, and I go to say the last month, what are we going to get? What are we going to get? You know, look, there's some plugins, there's some stuff over here. But you see, this is where, yeah, I would recommend you need to go away and do your research. So like, then, you know, like, look, a client portal one here. 11 WordPress client portal plugins. This was done on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, 2022. So what you need to do now is go through all of this and look at all of these settings. Look at all of this. I mean, unless you're going to pay me to do your consultation research for you, which I know you won't, but I would say, you know, maybe one of these, client portal. Do you see that? So here's a link for you, okay? Go and play with that. Go and play with that link there. Just put that there. Yep. Have a look there. And that might help you out. Or not. But then what you do is you find one that is nearly there. Then you contact the developer or the support forum or whatever. And you go, right, I want to do X. Can it do that? Or can you help me with that? What, you know, how do I get that? And the other thing also, Basic, is that if none of these big ones serve your purpose, then have a look at Code Canyon. And if none of them serve your purpose, then you have to kind of go back to the client and go, there isn't a solution. So is this for you or is this for a client? Is this for you or is this for a client? Exactly what Andrew has said there. This is the key bit, right? But here's what I am also going to now go further. Is this for you or your client? If it's for you, do the research. If it's for your client, did you agree to something before you knew what the solution was? Right? So, did you agree to building something, but you weren't sure how you're going to do it? There's a danger there, right? Because it's over-promising, expectation, obligation, anticipation, expectation, and all of that. But if it's for you, go away and do the research. And you will find something that might do nearly everything, and then you just have to compromise a little bit. Key thing is compromise, right? So it's for a client. So did they tell you all of this? This is what we want, before you agreed to work with them? Did they tell you this before you agreed to work with them? Did they tell you this before you agreed to work with them? Oh, I've just done something wrong. I've just realised on the product I did something wrong. Edit. Whoop. Let's get the short description in here. Update. So did they tell you, Basic? Before you took them on, did they tell you all of this? And there's a reason I'm saying this, right? It'll become clear. Most people will know what I'm about to say because I say it quite a lot. But did they tell you this before you signed up with them? Let me just hit update. And then I need to do the single product template. Look, George, you'll love this, George, right? You'll love this, yeah? Look, here's one. You know that directory website, George? The new one for the food restaurant. George, hope you're watching, right? This is how many templates. You got a default kit. That's default. Your header footer. You got one for the blog post page and for the search results page. That's all you need. That's all the client needs. You know, so when I see websites that have got like 40, 50 templates, I kind of go, we have a bit of overkill here. Hey, Chingy, good to have you back. Right, so you're right, but Basic, the question I've asked you is, did they give you all of this before you agreed to work with them, or have they given it to you as you've worked with them? Because where you say their requirements are simple, in actual fact, what you've asked for in terms of client portal and all the chat and all of that, if you've been looking since yesterday, you could argue, is it simple? So you might find a solution that doesn't tick all the boxes, you know? So I can tell you now, if a client said to me they wanted this, I would say to them, let me have a look and I'll spend 1 hour looking. And if I can't find a good enough solution or something that goes, yeah, I think we can do it, I'm not touching it. because I don't want the stress. Because right now, you've spent a day on it yesterday. You're going to spend more time on it today. And you might think you've got a solution, right? You might think you've got a solution, and then it doesn't do what you want. And then you're going to spend another day and another day. And at what point does your stress level start to kick in and go supernova, nuclear? Because is this a showstopper for the client? And this is the thing I always come back and say to everyone, is that when you take on something that there's a little bit of doubt or you're not sure, it ain't fun. It ain't fun when that happens. And I think there's always room for exploration and discovery. But I would always say, don't take on a job unless you are 99% confident you can deliver it. Hey, Catherine, that food restaurant blog directory website we did last week, they now want a product. And I've said, yeah, we'll sort them out. We'll sort them out with a product. I'm actually just going to go for something simple like this one. We'll just go with that. No way. Oh, yeah, it's because they've not been connected. Duh. Forgot about that. The template library. They're on Bluehost, by the way. Their Bluehost server is so slow. Drives me potty. Bluehost server drives me potty. And it might not even connect. And if it doesn't connect, it's not a problem. We'll just start from scratch. There we go. It's connected now. Right. So let's get rid of that. Ka-ching. Let's get rid of the top padding there. Oops. Actually, it needed some, didn't it? Let's go for that. We'll go for about 50 there, 50 there. Bottom we'll go with about 50 there as well. 250, add a cart review. Boom, 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 boom. Sponsor. Ooh, what's this? Product related upsells. Nope. We're going to kill you off because we don't need that. We'll add the description. Don't need that. Don't need that at all. What is this in size? Box width, we'll go for 9. No, we'll go for 1,000. 1,000. And this will be 1,000 as well. What's going on here? Oh. Ugly. What is that? So I'm just ignoring the questions at the moment. I'm just kind of setting up the client's their because they're now selling a product, you see, as well on their page. So I'm just quickly adding it in. And this is quite quick and easy. You do your product, you do your single product template. You don't need to do anything fancy here except that. I really don't like how that is. What's the typography there? Capitalize, normal. There we go. Add condition, include for all products in category, and we're going to go for sponsor. The sponsor product for now. That's a sponsor one. Save and close. Mushroom risotto at the moment. That sounds nice. I'm not a fan of mushroom, but mushroom risotto kind of has a nice feel to it. So basic, back to you. I hope you get there. Love to hear back from you though with what solution you did find. And did it satisfy you and your client? I'd love to hear that. Okay. I'd love to know. Right. Ooh, I don't like that at all. That looks awful. Right, let's go back to the post. Products. Let's just sort that out. Hey, Inderpreet. Yeah. Is that better, Catherine? Right, okay. Do you know what? I'm having a brain dead moment. So youtube.kim. That's not you. That's not the one we want. That's not the right one, is it? Channel. What was it? Was it called Breakpoint? I think we did it as. There we go. Just need to get that breakpoint code. Because I can't remember it. How bad is that? I can't remember what we write. So what I want is that code there, which is break class equals blank. Yep. Okay, so let's just put this into text. Ah, oh, dear, I hate that. I hate it when it does that. Break, what was it? Class equals blank. Gotta remind myself what it was. Oh, what did you watch last night? Andrew? Hey, Jason. Break class equals blank, and then it was close. Was that it? Break class blank close. Yep. Okay. Cool. Break class blank, and then it was just break class blank. Yeah, that was it. Close like that. I think I need to do 2 of these, don't I? Let me just double check. Yeah, I know. I have to remind myself. Sometimes, Andrew, I forget, okay? And I have to go back and watch my own video just to remind myself of what the heck are we doing here. Yeah, look, there you go. Look, it's worked. See the description? It's now worked. So let's just do it for this one as well. If I go over here and do text here. So would you like to sponsor? Let's put a breakpoint in there. Ding. Right, let's do that. Let's update that. Get rid of that video. Back over here. Yes, but I still forget what to do. Only if I am. Oh, that looks too big. That looks really big, and I think it's because I put an extra return in here. Let me just get rid of that. Let me do that. There we go. Let me update that. Let me update that. Yeah, so only when I know yeah, there you go. I know I added it in twice there. Well, not twice, I added it more than once. But if I know I'm gonna have where I wanna have this, I'm very specific about the look of it, I have to add it in. This now means that when I go back to edit it, that class is not going to get removed. Normally, when you add in just breakpoint, right, the standard one, it gets removed when you jump from visual to text, and it is so annoying. I cannot explain how annoying it is. So it's kind of handy not to kind of... let's put this into Roboto, because everything is Roboto on this page. Like that. Panel. Text editor is Roboto. It's going to be about 400, and the size is going to be an REM of not 1.6, I think it was. Yeah, 1.6. We'll just do the same here as well. Typography, Roboto. Sorry if it sounds like I'm mumbling, because I am in a way mumbling, aren't I? Yeah. About 30. No, that's too big. 20. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, and basically what Pixar is saying, the breakpoint doesn't get removed, because if you jump between the visual, you know over here when you jump between visual and text, it's going to disappear. Whereas now it stays in there. Hey Mark, you're right. So this product is done for what they wanted. Yep, okay, we'll do that. We'll just give it a bit of breathing space at the bottom as well. So here we'll just go with about 60. Cool. Right, that's done. Now I can go back to editing their header. Because what I've said to them is we're not going to add a shop into your menu. What we'll do is add a button. So you're pushing it out there. Get sponsored or whatever, okay? And I think that's going to help them. Right, so if we go to their homepage, which is here. 94 out of 100 on rank math. That's pretty good. They just need to go through and do all their other pages. So I've advised them on what to do. They just need to go away and change it now. Right? Ignore the fact that wrapped then, because that's just because of my MacBook screen. But the idea is that I'm going to add in a button here. But I'm going to make a few changes to their navigation menu as well. So I'm just going to go to Style, Typography, and the letter spacing, I'm going to pop it back a bit like that. The spacing, I'm going to make be 30. Yeah, 12 like that. In fact, no, we're going to go 13. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in another button over here. And this button will be the sponsor, but this will be a direct, dynamic tag to the product. Does that make sense? So if I now just do a duplicate, so we get another button here. Make sure that's custom width. Yes, it is. This one as well will be advanced custom width. The percent. Oh, hold on. How much is this button? Just got to get my custom widths right now here. Pixel. So that's 144. That one we will also make be pixel 144. Just going to change the wording to this to be sponsor. In fact, we're going to say get reviewed. Make it more direct. Right, just very quickly want to answer a couple of questions on here. So Andrew has said, when do I do rank map? I do it when you're in the live. Okay, I have found that if I do it on a staging site, or I do it on a, like sometimes the clients move domain. Because I had it for the window cleaner. They had one domain and then they did another. And I said to them, no, you got to, I have found that if I do it in a staging site, I have found it doesn't work very well when I move over to the live site. Some people will disagree with me on this, but I have found that I was better doing it on the live one. Which means you might be messing around with the homepage again when you're doing the keywords and stuff, but I just found it worked better. Remember, though, a lot of that is going to be dependent, you see, on the domain, right? So if you're submitting to Google, your search console and all of that, you want to be using your live domain, but that's just me. Just the way I am. Right, so Basic says you want to become a full stack developer in WordPress. So where are you learning at the moment? Obviously YouTube, right? I mean, so you want to be a full stack developer, right? You're currently using Elementor at the moment as well. So what other skill sets do you have, or what are you learning? So, you know, are you going down the HTML, the CSS route, the JavaScripting as well? Are you going down the full back end and everything? You know, but Pixar nails it on the head. It's YouTube videos is one of your, you know, your best ways to learn. Obviously, you got us as well, Elementor. You know, I mean, did you know that we also do a mastery membership? We do a mastery membership. So, you know, if you get in touch with us, you can sign up for that or not. But that's not just about WordPress and Elementor. That's about business, marketing, branding, social media, signature offering, sales funnels and stuff like that. However, the YouTube route is going to be your friend. Trust me, it will be your friend. Let's go with black for that. Hover color. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we'll go with that. The custom width will go here. We'll go. Let me just make sure I get this right. Yeah, that's too wide. I think this button's got too much space on it. Oh, of course, yes. What am I doing? Silly me. I had too much width on. Still looks a bit wide, doesn't it? Oh, it's because it's got 10 there. So can you see what I mean doing here, though? You see, rather than having shop, because he's only got one product. He's only got one product, this client. So rather than having shop, which leads you to, like, you go shop, then you go product. I'm just going to have a button here. And then that's going to take them directly to the product, get reviewed, right? Kind of thing. So we'll just go in now and... at the moment, this won't go there. Instead, it will go to... It's going to go to... oh, let me get the product link. Let me get the product link. Well, Catherine, interesting point you have here. He's undecided on that at the moment. I did say to him, why don't you have it maybe on your page somewhere? So at the moment, he's undecided. I've got a feeling he will come back to that. I think he will come back to that. And I did say to him that you might want to have that sort of like, what I said was have it here, you know, get review, or even have it after here. But he just needs to kind of make his mind up on that. But if we get this bit done, it might then push him into, okay, is that enough? Or do I just want to add it in as well? Yeah, so basic, you know, reading what your comments are. You want to develop websites using WordPress. I mean, do I have a tutorial on one product selling website? I do have a WooCommerce website, a WooCommerce tutorial, yeah. Not just on one product yet, but I might consider that one now. Yeah, and I would say, yeah, basic, that what Pixar says is right. In that, I know you say you want to be designing websites using Elementor and other page builders. I want you now to consider this, right? How much of an expert are you in Elementor? How much do you know, or how good or how well how good are you using it? Then there's Divi. Then there's Visual Composer, Beaver Builder. There's loads of other stuff, right? How much are you going to stretch yourself? How much are you going to stretch yourself to learn everything? Elementor has an update. Divi has an update. They have an update. WordPress has an update. Plugins. There is a danger that you can stretch yourself and your mindset quite thin. So I know some people on here that have also done like George works with Divi mainly. Interpret has done some stuff with Shopify. But what point do you have to kind of rein it in and go, right, okay, this is now too much? Because you'll start to get confused with what is the best solution to do. And like Catherine says, there's learning, the HTML and CSS side too. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Right? And when you say, I can do where is the target market you're going to focus on? Where is your niche area? And I would say, if you're saying you're 7 out of 10 at the moment, you've got our videos, right, Basic? You've got our tutorials. And often, you don't have to be 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It doesn't matter. Can you do what the client wants? Can you do that? So even if you think you're 1 out of 10, that ain't the truth. Because you are a 10 out of 10 because compared to the client who knows nothing about Elementor maybe or websites, whatever. Whether you are a 10 or a 1, can you deliver what they need? Therefore, what you rank out of 10 is negligible. Because I could easily say, hey, I think I'm an 8 out of 10. I think I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm not a 10, but I think I'm an 8. But compared to someone else, I'm probably a 2. Right? So the numbers and all of that is negligible because of how you rank what you think and feel. When you then put yourself in a line of people, suddenly your ranks change, right? So I would say, can you deliver what the client wants? And if you can do that, get on with it. Or get on with it, and you'll be fine. Now you see here, I like Catherine, the only time I mess around with JavaScript is when I'm doing a code snippet and I've got the code written for me, whatever, or I got it from somewhere and I use it. That's as far as I like to go with JavaScript. SEO, we are good at that, but are we major experts? I never say we are. I never said we are and we're going to get you onto page 1 because there's so many variables. So you find what your strengths are and then you work to that strength. And I would say, that, if you try and do too much in WordPress, like whenever there's an Elementor update, you have to stop and think, what is the update? What is the impact? Has anything changed? Old websites, new websites. Do I like the feature? Does something I used 4 years ago has become depreciated, deprecated, whatever they say? What do I do now? And when a client comes to you, like you asked me a question about Elementor forms and uploading files. Yes, you can do that in Elementor Pro. But if you use too many solutions, you'll go, well, does Elementor do that? Or was that Divi? Or was that Visual Composer? Or what the heck? And I just say, hey, Atif, saw you, your email's just come through. Haven't read it yet, though, okay? Haven't read it yet. Yeah, like Interpret said there, it's about client satisfaction. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, I'll read it afterwards, okay, Atif? I'll read it afterwards. Yeah, Pickstar. Yeah, but Pickstar, you're a 10 out of 10 on food, aren't you? So let me just get my product. So I'm just improving that blog food restaurant website, and I'm just adding in a link for them like that. If we now preview that, their page, what they have is this get review button, right? But the get review is basically going straight to a product because they've only got one product. There's no need for a shop page when you have just one product. That's what I think, right? So that goes directly to the product. Job done. Win-win, right? And now they can review it and they can buy it and do what they want with it. But what we now have to do is check how does this look on the mobile, because I think it's going to look really bad on the mobile. So we've just got to now check how is this looking. Right, so just make sure the menus are wrapping. That's not visible. The search form is not visible. The nav menu is custom. And that's because of about that. It's just got to set sizes now. Just got to set the sizes. The logo is quite titchsky, so I think I can get away with 25. Yeah, 25 there. 70, 75. I'm just going to have a think about... I'm going to just rearrange that a little bit. Just do the... where is it? Where is it? Style. Let me just ka-ching that for a moment, and let me just ka-ching that as well. Just so I know what I'm playing with here. Now, that should... Ignore the fact I've taken away the border, everyone, all right? He does want those buttons. He does want those buttons, Pickstar. He does want those buttons. Yeah, okay, I think I know what we're doing now. So ignore the way those buttons look. Please ignore the way those buttons look. I've just kind of... What did you think, Catherine, of that final episode? Of course, be careful, though, of giving away spoilers. That's interesting. Wonder why I'm not getting enough width on there. Pickstar. Wait till you watch season 3, mate. Wait till you watch that. Yeah, Catherine, lots and lots of storylines, isn't it? Andrew, I try to resist. So what Andrew said there, right? I try to resist doing too many hidden stuff, hidden sections, because it can get messy, right? It can get messy, can't it? So I try to avoid it. However, yeah, I try to avoid it. But if I have to do it, then you do it, right? If you got to do it, you do it. Boop. Do you mean for Stranger Things, Catherine? Right, let me just put this onto mobile again. Yeah, I mean, kind of what Artib says there, is that it can get ugly and messy. So I try to resist it. And sometimes what I do is I go down the line of let me. So sometimes what I do is I go down the line of I might have a social sharing icon at the top of the header, right, on the desktop. Then when you get to mobile, I just hide it out of view rather than creating a completely separate section, because that's when it starts to get a bit. It's not fun. I don't like it all the time. It just gets a bit. Just trying to work out why. Aha. Right, okay, cool. I think that's going to work. So just going to mess around with the borders now of these buttons. You're probably wondering why I'm not showing you, because I'm just trying to experiment. And sometimes when I'm experimenting, I'm like, right, I'm not going to show it to you until I've done it, because I'm going all over the place at the minute. I'm literally clicking and going. I mean, it's not working well for me. I get a bit like frustrated, so I'm not showing it to anyone at the moment until I know I've got it actually freakishly working, because it is getting on my nerves at the minute. When I say on my nerves, I seriously mean it's getting on my nerves. Jimmy, what are you doing? What are you doing up until 4? What are you doing up until 4? Right, let's now make this be space between. Right, I think we're nearly there. I'm just setting the 0, 0, and 0. Oh, that didn't work. Sorry, everyone. It feels like I'm ignoring. I'm not ignoring. I'm just trying to get this right. Often fall asleep by 11. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling for that as well. Why is that being funny? I don't get why that's being so funny in its layout. Right, I think we've done it. Right, I think we've done it. Done it, done it, done it. I thought I didn't. I just clicked something and the page has gone funny. Ah, yes, Pride Month, yes. Farting rainbows and burping glitters. That's why. So this is what I'm going to give to the client, okay? And they'll either like it or hate it, but it's a start for them at the moment, okay? You know, for them to kind of do what they want. Oh, what's going on there? Oh yeah, this sometimes happens on Elementor. You have to refresh and purge your page. It's a bit of a weird one why it does that. This sometimes happens. I don't like it when that happens. It's to... Yeah, that sometimes happens, but it's all right when you refresh the page. But now what they'll get is they'll get their header will look like that, but then on the desktop it looks like that kind of thing. So I'm quite okay with that. It's going to update their website and purge. I mean, that should be good for them, to be honest. And then they can have a bit of a think about their if they want to have a product on the home page. I've got a feeling they will. I'd be surprised if they didn't, to be honest. Right? Responsinator. So what is everyone else working on Saturday today? What are you working on today? Or other than joining in here, obviously, what are you working on? Websites or stuff? Or just messing around? What have you got? If they want it, yeah, it's a part of our maintenance. We also have an offering for analytics, which you can get from, like, you know, Search Console, Google Analytics. Then you can start to kind of, you know, try and understand why were people spending more time on one page than another, bounce rates and stuff like that. And then you can also, you know, add in stuff from Rank Math as well. It's one of those things where I feel like you don't have to spend a lot of time thinking about it. Ah, that's good to hear. Right, yeah, take care. Got off to climb a mountain. Have a good weekend. You too. Deleted him. Yeah, I know what you mean. Finishing website, George's Chingy, deleting emails. Oh, man. I have to kind of do that every other day. If I don't, I get wound up by it. Gets on my nerves. If I'm not on top of deleting emails, it really gets on my nerves. There's nothing worse than when things are just piling up and getting out of control, right? And Jimmy is working on an illustration. So when you say you're learning some plugins in Elementor, do you mean messing around with them? You mean you're messing around with plugins? Do you mean messing around? Like trying to find new features and stuff? Is that what you mean? Yeah, cool. Hey, Ruben, so you've said, how can I get the icon box have the same height? I have 6 in total. 2 times 3. You have 6 in total, but it shows small and big. What? Dependent on your content? Horton Hears a Who. Yeah, brilliant movie. It's a really cool movie. I like that movie. I like the voice acting, Jim Carrey and Steve Carell. I love the voice acting. And it also had, what's his name? Jonah Hill. He was in it as well. When you say 6 in total, are you talking about your content, your text? Is that what you mean? I mean, you may need to inspect it and then put some CSS in to control the height of the icon box. Is that what you mean, Ruben? So have you got various text? And I would say maybe modify your text, make them more consistent. Yeah, basically what Catherine said. Same amount of words or sentences. You could put some CSS in to make the height always be a certain height. However, that might look a bit odd if your text is quite small, but that worked. To me. Sorry, what's the question? Do you know what? Did I do a video on this? In fact, I think Pickstar's got a good solution there. Just go for that. Do you know what? I let me just double check now, everyone, okay? Because this is really bad, isn't it? I don't even know what video I created. I lose track sometimes. Even I lose track of icon list. Did I do one on there? I did alignment. I did alignment. I did alignment. I did alignment. I can't remember. I mean, I did do a column height one. I did a column height one once. I don't know if I did icon list. I'm just scrolling down, looking at my list now. If anyone finds it, remind me, okay? I got alignment, but not the same height. Because this isn't to do with... Oh, hold on. Hold on. You could use this code. Yeah. We could use this one as well. Sorry, I've just remembered. There was one. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Here you go. Right, let me get the code for it. You could also do this. So what you do is you add that. Sorry. Let me add it in again. You can do that. So what you would do is you wouldn't have it as 100 VH, right? That's just a column. That's just a column. That's just a column. That's not the one you want to go for. It's bugging me now. Right, I'm just going to quickly jump into a web, my test website, right? And I'm going to quickly do it now. Right, I'm going to quickly do it now. Because it's bugging me. And when something bugs me, I can't let it go. So just bear with me. I'm just going to quickly go into one of my pages and just get you the code. Yeah, we'll go with that. So Ruben, just to explain something though, when you say you got the icon list, is it that you've got... Are we talking about icon list? I'm losing the track here, everyone. I'm losing the plot. Are we talking about... You got icon box content. Sorry, icon box content. Right, okay. And obviously you're going to have different items. One of them's got more text. Right. Okay. So you're going to have a problem where you're going to have different heights. If I make the background of this box be content, let's give it a background color. Have you got a URL, Ruben? Because it helps if you've got a URL, just for me to see what exact problem you're getting. It would help. Have you got a URL? If you got a URL, it would massively help. Because I could create a solution, right, and it's not gonna kind of give you everything you want. So I just want to be sure, right? Have you got a URL? So Andrew's got a huge gap between testimonial text and the pagination. Yes, what George is saying there. But I've got a video on how... Oh, what is it? I've got a video on how you can adjust it a little bit. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me just... Where is it? Hey, Soom, how you doing? Testimonial. The voice is low. Have you put your volume up? Have you put your volume up? Because from what I can tell, my volume's all right. Yeah, so when you have a huge one, it is always going to push it down. It's always going to push it down. Now, I did have a video for testimonial where you could make the height be the same. I'm just trying to find it. Allied bot. Hey, how you doing? To be honest, Allied, we have viewers from everywhere. No, that video's not there. Damn it. Sorry, I'm just missing a video from something. Right, let me update this. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Yeah, Jason, I've seen your reply on that YouTube video as well. I will get back to you on that. Okay, I just need to double check. Sorry, finish off a few stuff and I'll get back to you on that. No, I am still active, Zoom. I've still posted stuff. on LinkedIn. Have you? You maybe not. You maybe haven't seen it. The LinkedIn algorithm is weird, right? So the LinkedIn algorithm is a bit weird. So you might not have seen it. Right, here's the code you need to use. Right, so Ruben, if you're still there, this is the code you need to use. Right, that code there. Elementor icon box wrapper, height 300 pixels. Try that. So when you've set your height, decide what is the most comfortable height, stick that in, and that should do you. So if I just, so let me show you a page. Let me just get rid of this code here. No, I don't send messages. I'll tell you why I don't send messages, Zoom. I find it a little bit sleazy. So, when people accept, I don't send them a message because I just find like, you've agreed to connect with me and then straight away I'm in your face, and I don't like to do that. I prefer the more gradual approach. So many people do that, and everyone that does that with their, sales pitch, I'm like, get out of my face. Some people will say do it. So I know some YouTube influencers do say, oh yeah, as soon as they connect with you, send them a direct message. I'm like, no, take your time. Take your time. When you walk into a shop, you don't want to have everyone in your face, right? right? You don't want it all in your face. So let me just show you now, okay? Let me just show you this. Right, let me just show you this, right? So here we have 2 icon boxes. Hey, online business support, good to have you back. So here we have 2 icon boxes. One is grey, one is red, okay? Now, if I go over to this box here, and I go to advanced, like that, and I go to custom CSS, if I put in this code, wrong one, we want to be in here, this one. Hold on, how come it's touching that one? Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. There you go, yeah. Sorry, it does it to all of them because I hadn't put the name in, yeah. So look, I've got 300. If I go now with 400, they will now be... I've not done any margins or padding on here, all right? Excuse that. But that's it. That's what it does. Yes, Ruben, I'm glad that worked. I'm glad that worked. I'm glad that worked, mate. All right? Yeah, so Zoom, you know when you get stuff like that, thank you for connecting with me, can I help you? And it's a bit like, hold on, all you've done is connect, right? And they're like going, how can I help you? And you're thinking in your head is, actually, you can't help me, so, right? So I'm not a massive fan in the whole, I say take it gradually and easy, okay? Gradually and easy. You know, so I'm glad that helped, by the way, Ruben. I'm glad that helped. So far today, I think I've managed to close off a couple of jobs, extra jobs for clients. Just got to write something up for someone as well. So inbound marketing is greater than outbound marketing. Yeah, I mean, that is true, Zoom. However, right, did these people connect with you or did you connect with them? So did you send a request and they accepted, or did they connect with you without you contacting them, asking them to be your follower or LinkedIn connection, whatever? Which one was it? Was it you contacting them or them contacting you? Because if you contacted them, that's still the same as outbound marketing. But if they come to you, then you could contact them and say, hey, thanks for connecting. What are you working on? Rather than can I help you, I would be going on with what are you working on? What are you doing? How's your website? Keep it open. The minute you say, how can I help you? It feels very much like, right, what service are we now going to be doing or sharing with each other? Does that make sense? Do you know what? You wouldn't know it was Saturday. Feels like Monday. So if you are contacting them first, I would say ease back. If they come to you, then you might want to go, well, okay, what made them connect with me? I get people that do it, but even when people connect with me and I haven't got in touch with them at all, I still don't send them an intro mail message or anything. I don't, because I wait. I wait to see what they post. So there's so many people that have connected with me and they never, ever post on LinkedIn. And I sort of look at them and go, well, what's the point you being here? What are you here for? When I start to see what they post, I get a better idea of what they are about. Or I just go and view their profile. Because the minute you view their profile, they know you view their profile. Is there something on their activity that makes me go, I think I can help them. I think I can work with them. You know, so there's a little bit of like sneaky investigation. But what you don't do is go, when you say to them, how can I help you? They're going to come back and go, actually, we can help you with SEO. You know how you get all these random spammy messages? Okay, so I'm going to say to you that Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? Right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? You can do all of that. Right? You can use tools to help you get your word out there and all of that. YouTube is fine if you've got the time to invest in creating videos and content that people are going to like. But I'm going to share with you, hold on, I'm going to share with you a video, okay, that I think you should go and watch. Okay, you definitely should watch this. If I can find the damn video. Here you go. You need to go and watch this video, all right? So, how to get clients. Now, there is no magic bullet that's going to help you get a client. There is no formula or algorithm that is rock solid, bulletproof, that is worked. A lot of it comes down to, how do you put yourself across? Are you engaging? Are you warm? Are you friendly? Are you nice? Or are you cold and callous and malicious? How do you come across? If you're going to do YouTube, seriously, if you're going to do YouTube where they can't see your face, so many articles go, hey, we made loads of money doing that. Cut the crap. Get your face out there. Create a relationship. Create a bond with people. You know, show who the real you are. Get out there. But social media, it's about being real. It's about being real. And what Jimmy says, I quite like it. Yeah. I mean, my question would be, what do you do at the moment? So online business support, what do you do at the moment? Because when you call yourself online business support, that sounds like you've got experience and reputation and you know what you're doing. So if you're going to call yourself online business support, I would say, right, what are you doing right now for yourself? And if, say, I came to you and I said, I need support because you're called online business support, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? So what would you be offering me? And if you've got good, juicy stuff, get it out there on social media. Get a YouTube channel created. Get it out there. Start producing blogs and articles. That's what you got to do. Because right now I'm going, right, online business support, what could you do for me or someone else? So can you answer that question in a couple of sentences? That's your elevator pitch. What can you do? So you're going to focus on YouTube first, then IG. Okay, so you're going to focus on YouTube, but what are you going to share on YouTube? Don't say dancing around naked. What are you going to share on YouTube? So give me your elevator pitch in 2 sentences. What are you going to do? What are you going to share? We shall wait for you to reply. And we're not putting you on the spot. This is just like, because when you think about your elevator pitch, it makes you then go, is that right? Is that where I'm positioning myself to what I'm going to achieve and do? Or am I holding myself back? Or do I just sound common? So does everyone else. I'm gonna get you onto page 1 of Google. So does everyone else, but it ain't completely true. In fact, what you would do is, most people, what they do is they put out an advert and go, there you go, the advert gets you onto page 1. Yeah, well, no, pitch to clients, to anyone. If you think about it, what I'm saying here online is that your name is online business support. So I'm saying to you, I see you, I come over to you, hey, you're online business support. What do you do? Because what you do will define what you do on YouTube. Because if you're saying you're going to focus on YouTube first, what are you going to do on YouTube? So you're saying pitch to clients, but is it, what is your elevator pitch basically? WP Bluffs? No, never heard of it. Never heard of it. What is WP Bluffs? Right, so online, this is where, yeah, because you've gone and named yourself online business support, if you have not got, like, right, so if I was to go to, say, right, so if I go over here and I type in online business support, right, okay, so I'm going to have a look now about your about, okay, so you're saying video tutorials related to social media automation tool. Well, there you go. That's your USP then, isn't it? Podcast editing, make money on. I will say though that right now, and I'm going to share this. Okay, I'm going to share this. This is very, very broad. So you're saying you do all of that, freelancing, work from idea, online jobs, It sounds like making money, but it doesn't feel focused enough for me. So I feel like you've got to kind of hone in a little bit there on your elevator pitch. I'm going to have a look. Have they got a website, Jimmy? So by the way, online, I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying that's very broad, and I would say I would hone it in. So if you're saying you're going to help people make money, have you done that? So then, because my next question would be to you then, have you done that? Have you actually made money and done that? If you have, brilliant, fantastic, great. But if you haven't, you don't want to be saying that. What is your claim? Because then people, they find you, they watch your video, and then they hate you, and then they unsubscribe. So you got to think about, you got to kind of think about like, because like look at the moment, you focus quite a lot on Canva, but in your videos, but it's like that's not really now fitting your about. What are you about? How are you going to make money? And just to say online business support, there's so many people out there that have make money in all of this ideas. So I'm going to say what you got to do is think about, cheers Jimmy for that, how are you going to do it? So I don't ever claim in our mastery membership that we're going to make you a millionaire. I don't claim that we're going to create amazing websites that hit rank 1 on Google. What we talk about is good business practice, experience, problem solving, client relationships and all of that, and how you can better yourself and build better websites and stuff like that, and build a community. And that's what we reinforce with our social media, with our Facebook interaction, in the Elementor group, helping people out, and our YouTube channel. Yeah, so here's the thing, right, online, right, okay. What you're saying is that you've done this to build authority. This is going to sting you. You're going to get stung by this. Because I could easily create, a YouTube channel that says, I could put on there something like, I don't know, make you a millionaire in 10 years. But I haven't done it myself. I could put a video out there. You could accidentally fall into the clickbait trap. So you've given yourself a name and you hope it's going to drive traffic. It's like people out there that put out a video that goes, hey, make £1 million in a day. and there is no intention, and they go, you could do and you might make it because they've never done it. So you clickbaited them in, and it can sting you because people then don't forget that. I don't forget when I see clickbaiters. I go, not going there again. Yeah, Ruben, fire your question in. We're all here. Jimmy's moderating. But yeah, fire away. So WP Bluffs, I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at their pricing at what? Whoa, 79. Okay, look, right. Just look at it, okay? So can I share it on screen? $79, and all you're going to get is I think this can work if maybe you're running an agency, you got hosting platform. Don't worry, Jimmy. You're worrying you're hosting people and whatever, right? Okay, but in actual fact, you want other people to manage it for you. Do you get what I mean? So I can see this working, but you're paying someone else. Whereas when you look what they do, updates per week. So they're not even doing it as and when there's an update or whatever. Emergency support 24/7. I bet it's just an email address. Let's be honest, it'll be an email address and they'll get back to you. 24/7 uptime monitoring, well, that's your standard whatevers you'll have in place, right? Google Analytics integration, well, yeah, that's just Google Search Console and Google Analytics. That's like, 5-minute job to set up. And then cloud backups daily. Again, it's like, what is this? This is like, this happens automatically, with whatever's Updraft or SiteGround, the backups. So I look at that and I go, $80 a month. Security optimization, yeah, right. Word fence, all in one. iTheme security, I kind of look at it. I mean, I love this. You get 2 backups a day. Not 1, 2. And here you get 4. Like, I'm just not sure. I mean, I think, look, it's probably a great service, but, annual $66. That is, in my opinion, that's money that you could be earning. I do a 3-day, exactly. That's money you're losing, 600, 700, what is it? 750, nearly $800 a year you're losing. So I think this is more for clients who don't want to do it on their own. So this could be a client thing or an agency that wants to outsource it. Right, back to the questions. Yeah, online. I would think about again, what is your niche area? Because at the minute you're doing a lot of videos on Canva, but that's not going to make money. Question about speed. Question about speed. Shall it work? Never try. I want to disable icons. You do. Have you? Right. Okay. You disable icons. It could affect your navigation menu, or if you got a drop down. So you got to make sure you load in an SVG. Number 1, right? So be aware of that. You could lose your icons. No, SVG is fine. Sorry, you kind of answered what I was saying. Your SVG is fine. You can do that. You can do that. But you can preload the e-icons. You do know you can preload the e-icons, don't you? You need to go and watch this video, Ruben. Okay, you need to watch this video. You need to watch this video, and the reason you need to watch it is because I cover e-icons in here about optimizing and getting them to preload. Right, you need to watch that video, okay? That video there. You need to watch it because it will help you. Okay, you need to watch that video. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Use your SVGs. It's totally fine because it's in your media library, right? So it'll be preloading and all of that anyway. So that's fine. But you can, if you want, use the font awesome and preload the E icons. And that solution I give you in that video, okay, which is about page speed, will stop you having the E icon recommendation pop up in page speed insights. So you can do that. I'll tell you what, Ruben, okay, let me give you a solution. Watch the video. There's a timestamp for the E icon bit. You'll find it in the YouTube video description. Try the preload. If the preload don't work for you, go and use your SVG. So save yourself the hassle and the work by just preloading. It's what I do, and it works. It's what I do on clients' websites, and it works. I mean, if the icons they want are very unique, of course you upload your SVG. But if it's the same icon and the preload works, why create extra hassle and effort for yourself? You know? And yeah, just do that. And if you ever hand over the website to a client, it's one less thing for them to worry about, because they might go to the navigation menu, pick a different icon, and go, huh, it's not changing. What? Because they don't realize that you've actually removed the font awesome. And if you ever have a drop down, you know, stuff like that. So have a play. Have a play. Right. I am just checking the time. I think we've been live for 1 hour 36. We've been live for about 1 hour 36. I mean, Ruben, it depends. When you're getting more than 1 megabyte, is this images? Have you got WebP images? Number one, WebP images. You mentioned inner sections above. I would question, why do you need to have that inner section? Does it have to be an inner section? If yes, fine. Have you got sliders? Have you got videos playing? Are your images sized correctly? Are they in WebP format? Right? Yeah, take care, Andrew. Got a mitre saw. Go get cutting, mate. I am going to cut off now as well, by the way, everyone. So, Ruben, any more questions? Quickly ask them now. Same with you, online business support, or anyone else. But please ask them now. Okay, Ruben. Which browsers don't work with WebP? Which browsers don't work? Tell me which browsers don't work. If you have an old phone or an old computer and you've not updated, that's their problem, because everyone should have it. So which browsers are you worried about? And then think about how many people use those browsers in the world. So which browsers? So when you say that, which browsers are you referring to? Yeah, you take care, Jimmy, too. So which browsers are you worried about? Because I hear this a lot, and often you kind of go, well, just update your phone. Just update your computer, your iOS, your operating system, Windows 11, iOS 14, 15. Because for 2 years now, yeah, take care online. For 2 years now, Apple iPhones and everything have been fine with WebP. Since iOS 14, we're now on iOS 15.6. Windows are fine with it, stuff. So which browsers are you worried about? And I would say that whenever I get this, they often say, oh, but our client's got a really old phone. I'm like, so what? They're going to have to move on with the world. So you tried on an iMac 2013, right, Ruben? What operating system was that? What operating system was it? Because because if you're using the latest operating system, you're fine. And I always say this. People that are on an old operating system leave themselves open to vulnerabilities, bugs, and issues. The internet is always evolving. And if they don't update because their equipment is old, I always say that, there you go, Catalina, right? you got to update. And if you don't update, I could easily say to someone, WebP is the least of your problems. Your operating system means you are more open to vulnerabilities and hacks and stuff like that, hacking, right, and bugs. So you could have an issue with anything. You could have an issue with anything else on the internet. It won't just be WebP. So for me, it's like you either upgrade or update, or if your images don't load, you have to then look at it and go, tough luck, tough luck. So Ruben, the reason why Apple stopped the update is because that iMac is 2013. It's 9 years old. So that iMac, even though that iMac is 2013, that probably fits into the 2009 range, because the 2009 range went over that time period. So that iMac is 2 versions out of date, because you got the latest iMac coming out, you got the one before that, and then the one before that is probably fits now with when you got your 2013, because that fits into the 2008, 2009 era when they first came out. So it's all about technology. Look, I'm going to shoot off now. I hope that's helped you, mate, and everyone else watching. Take care, everybody, and I will be back. Okay, not today. Probably not even tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling, if I've got other stuff on, or if we're with my son. But I'll definitely be back Monday. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you all soon. See you, bye. Ah, right, yeah. So Ruben, yeah, you try to explain to the client. That's fine. That's the client's problem. Ruben, that is the client's problem, okay? If the client does not want to update, okay, and they blame Apple, you need to say to them, your computer is too old. Say to them that if they don't update, they are leaving themselves open to vulnerability, hacking, and bugs. Plain and simple. Doesn't matter what virus software they get, they're leaving themselves open. Right, take care, everyone. See you all soon. Bye. Goodbye.